Good morning everybody. We are going live just a little bit earlier today because I have to finish at exactly 12 o'clock. So we're going to go live 5 minutes early. I'm going to turn the volume down as well. There we go. Okay. We are going live at 10:55 today. It is Friday the 9th of February and we've had one almighty pump in Bitcoin over the last 48 hours. So I'm going to try and go through some things today associated with what's just happened. I made a members only video today on our YouTube channel explaining what my strategy will be for the next 30 days, 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, where I think the supply shock is going to come from. And then maybe on Saturday, share a little bit of that information with you. So today we're going to go through some X-Files as always. Traders fear. Traders are scared of Bitcoin, scared of crypto. We're going to go over Ethereum. We're going to go over loyalty tokens. We've had airdrop season and we're now going to go through loyalty season. We're going to have a look at Pixel, which is the latest launch pool on Binance. If you're in Binance Earn, then you should be able to claim free Pixel tokens if you have BNB staked, or I think it's FUSD. Then we're going to take a quick look at Shrapnel, and if we have time, we are going to do a little bit of a quiz. Now, for those of you in chat, just going to let you know, we now have the ability to ban you. So what I'm going to do, if you spam chat with external links, I am going to ban you. Okay, so all the people who are spamming chat, you are not allowed. Okay, you are not allowed to put links in. You are not allowed to do all of these things. Adnan, I am in the United Kingdom. So it is 11 o'clock Central European time, almost here. Sui, welcome to the show. It's nice to be able to see chat. To be honest with you, it is nice because for so long these spammers have had their way in chat, and it's just nice to be able to read some comments. So let's get on. Bitcoin is at $46,500. $46,500. Market cap is up at 1.76 trillion. Remember, the target for this market is 8 to 10 trillion. That's a 5x from here. A 5x from here is the consensus amongst about 5 or 6 experts in the market. 24-hour volume is up just a tad. Bitcoin dominance is starting to move. It was 51, 51.2, 51.6. It's moving up. ETH dominance will fall away because Bitcoin is starting to take off. So all in all, we are having a bit of a tear. In the last 24 hours, we have seen some massive gainers. We are up on Dimension, we are up on Beam, Pyth is up, Thorchain, Rune, Brogan will be delighted with that, Stacks is up a tad, and losers, Jupiter, don't understand this at all. All I can think is there is some type of suppression of the price because Jupiter should be valued anywhere between $2.50 and $3, in my opinion. If you compare it like for like with other dexes, it shouldn't be anywhere near 50 cents, at least $1.50. Manta is down, Ronin is down, Frax is down, Chainlink is down just a touch, Flare. You'll find that the stable coins will be in the bottom as well. Okay, my PC is freezing. We're currently in the middle of a storm, so the stream could cut out. My neighbor is still drilling because they're fitting air conditioning, so you're going to hear drilling. You might hear thunder. We might cut out. That's why I'm starting a bit early, to try and get through the stream and hope we can just hold it together. So as we always like to explain to you, Bitcoin is like a ball being held underwater, and the bears are just trying to sit on that ball and push it further and further down. But as we say all the time on this channel, you get these massive pumps where the bears just cannot hold us down. Nadia, you are going to be banned. There we go. Nadia is banned from chat. Avendro is also being banned from chat. I am not going to tolerate spamming of chat. If you want to do that, go somewhere else and do it somewhere else. So, Bitcoin bears. They've lost. They've lost. At this moment in time, they are struggling. They will have their turn again. But at the minute, the bulls are ripping away. Let's have a look at the next one. So, Tom Dunleavy, Bitcoin added to the Fidelity all-in-one conservative portfolio. This is something that I don't think many people have mentioned, but now that Bitcoin and now that the ETF is a valid ETF and something which companies can buy and hold in their treasury, you must also remember that it's now available to add to other funds. Other funds can now take on the Bitcoin ETF, and Fidelity's conservative portfolio has added the Bitcoin ETF. This gives access to all of the people with their 401s in the conservative Fidelity fund. This is how it's going to happen. It happens very, very slowly, then all at once. So 1% of this entire portfolio is going to be in crypto, which of course is Bitcoin. So expect more and more pumps as we go along. And again, I covered that in the video for the members only today. Now, Crypto Burb, who I follow a lot on X, which is Adrian. Adrian has a kind of similar target to me. I've got 52.5 to 55,000 as my kind of tip that we should be looking to get to. He's done a similar one. He's also predicted that a 13% increase would take us somewhere towards that figure. So we've had the breakout, and now we're going to move back up. So I tend to agree. I think 52,000 should be our shorter term target for Bitcoin. We're going to get on, I think we've got the Bitcoin chart in a minute. We've broken out of our range as well. So that's something else to bear in mind. Now, I think I've just pasted this twice. So I think we can forget the fourth one, because I think it's the same as the previous two. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so now we have the ETF. The next step is to get people to sell the ETF. And with change comes fear. Lots of people are scared of Bitcoin, of cryptocurrency, and these traders are worried that they're going to buy into Bitcoin and lose their clients 25% of their investment overnight. That's the issue. So JP Morgan has surveyed 4,000 traders. 78% do not plan to trade cryptocurrencies, while just 12% intend to do so in the next 5 years. So 1 in 10 are currently buying crypto for their clients. Almost 8 in 10, are not. Now, I think what's going to happen is during the bull run, these traders are going to realize that they've missed out, and they're going to start to FOMO in on behalf of their clients. So put it this way, if all traders were currently trading Bitcoin on behalf of their clients, then being at 45,500 really isn't that good. Knowing that 78% don't even plan, it's 90% really, 90% in total are not offering crypto. 90% of traders. Imagine if that became 50% of traders and not 10% of traders offering Bitcoin. Then you would see that additional pump into Bitcoin. Remember, there's lots and lots of moving parts to traditional finance. You've got the ETF. You've got funds that collect other ETFs together. You have funds that collect tech stocks. You have traders. You have hedge funds. All of these companies now have access to the Bitcoin ETF, which is why we've seen almost 200,000 Bitcoin being bought over the last month. So we don't need to read too much about this. At the end of the day, it's just a natural event. If there was a new metal, I don't know, iridium, and iridium was a new tradable stock or a new tradable asset, you'd have the same reticence to offering it. You'd have the same reservation because you don't know how it's going to perform. You know how gold, you know how silver is going to perform, you know how oil is going to perform and other commodities. But when there's a new asset, you need to take a look at it and see how has it done over the last 5-6 years. Now, Bitcoin, of course, has gone through a brutal bear market. It was $15,000 last year. A lot of these traders that don't understand crypto are going to think, well, if it was 15,000 last year and 45,000 today, I've missed it. It's already gone up 300%. I've missed out. So I'm not going to buy in, thinking it's going to go back to 15,000 or 30,000 or whatever. So they are basically scared, but it's human nature to be scared. Let's think about that. Now, the other thing, which is down here, is about other tech that will have impact in the next 3 years. 61% believe AI, API integration, blockchain and DLT, mobile, and we don't need to know about any of that. I think AI is the biggest threat to traders. Why do you need a trader when AI can trade it? You tell the AI system what you want, your time frame, what kind of stocks you like, and the AI system would be able to go away and probably do equally as good a job as any trader out there for half or a quarter or a tenth of the fees. So AI isn't a threat to trading. It's not a threat to the financial systems. It's a threat to the traders. It's going to replace the traders. And that, I think, it's one of those things. Robots have replaced so many elements of our work. And I think trading and computing and numbers-based services, they are also under threat from AI. Why employ somebody who is going to charge you 20% of your profits when you can pay $500 for an app to do the same thing? Good morning, Mohammed. Welcome to the stream. I hope you are well. Now then, we spoke about this yesterday when we were back here, and I said the next target is going to be this fib level, which is sitting at, let me just absolutely check, 46.7. 46.7 is the next line of resistance. Now, again, I drew this line yesterday. As you know, I don't change the charts from day to day because I don't want to be seen as saying I told you so. This is the same chart I did yesterday, and this is the line. Now, what I'm expecting is, if I redraw it, you'll see that the RSI has come all the way up, and at any time in the past when it's done that, it's curved down. So it's curved down. It's curved down. It can't keep going up. It can cool off. So what could happen today is we could have a break in this resistance. We could break up towards this level here, 49,000, and then we could retrace and crab here for a little bit at 47,000. That's one possibility. That would give some kind of action like this. So the RSI can cool off, basically. That's only on the daily. If we go down to the 4 hour and the 1 hour, we're probably going to be severely overbought. The 1 hour's okay. The 1 hour's not that high. This, however, is exceptionally high. Look what's happened in the past. This is the 4 hour. So in the 4 hour, every occasion we've been here, what have we done? We've done this. I suppose you could say we did this. So what's going to happen? I would say more than likely we're going to do that. So I do think we're going to have a retracement either today or over the weekend. We've moved up very quickly. If you go to the daily, we've moved up from 42,500 to 46,500. We've nearly had a 10% move in 3 days. That's fairly significant. And I would suggest, if we look at history, we did this kind of movement. And that is very similar to this movement here. So we've had this pump, similar wick levels to that pump. So I expect a retracement. Expecting something and it happening are two different things. I just want to point that out. I think we're going to come back down. We are slightly overbought. Brogan would be able to do a far better job of this. I'm not going to go and start talking about money flow and VWAP and all that kind of things. I'm just showing you the basic chart. The last time we did this, we retraced. I do expect us to retest this level at 44.8 because we've spent so long between 41 and 44.8 that these kind of breakouts, they have to be sustained. This didn't last too long before we came back down in the range. Could this do the same thing? Possibly. But keep some money on the side, wait for a retracement and buy back in. That would be my advice for Bitcoin. If you're already in Bitcoin, then I would sit on your hands and try not to FOMO in at this price. Maybe 44.8 is a good price to get in. I'm saying that tomorrow we could be at 48,000 because I don't have a crystal ball. This is just what I think is going to happen. It's not financial advice. As always, these are my opinions and my opinions only. Now, this is worrying. Right, let me just ban some people. And then I'm going to drop another box. So, Sadie, you have been banned. I know you don't understand because you're a bot, but I am banning you. We are not going to have this kind of attitude in my chat. So let me drop a box. And now, by the way, I can read the chat. If you've got any questions, we need to get back into the habit of people asking questions. So if you have any questions you want to ask me, ask in the chat. I'm going to be able to see them now. I'm banning these bots. I've already banned about 12 people so far. So just say hi in chat and I will do my best to answer your questions. Now let me drop a box for a second. Okay, 1 minute. We're getting there. Slowly but surely, every day, in every way, we are getting better and better. And if you look in the bottom left-hand corner, you will see that we are just under 93,000 fans. We are almost at 100,000. That is going to be amazing. How to earn $10 a day in Binance? Well, you're going to have to start off with some money in Binance. What I would suggest is farming airdrops. I've made a lot of videos about farming airdrops, so look at that. I would look into the Binance quizzes. They do a lot of quizzes on Binance where they give you free crypto. I think $10 a day just from Binance outside of trading is going to be a hard push, in my personal opinion, because you need to start with some collateral to be able to make even $1 a day. And that would probably be a better thing to do rather than trying to go from $0 to $10 a day. I would try and go from $0 to $1 a day. It's more manageable, it's more achievable, and you can compound it. You know, you can compound, you can go into the launch pool. The launch pool, depending on how much you put in there, that can give you $5, $10, $20 a month worth of rewards. Look at external airdrops. We've made loads of videos about airdrops on our YouTube channel, especially on Solana, and most of them are fairly free. But some of them, you will have to conduct a trade. You will have to swap USDC for USDT or whatever it might be. You're going to need some money to start with. Now, this is worrying. The plot to make Ethereum a security and what happens next. Now, this is a gated article. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? So I'm going to take you through what's happened, and this has come about from a X post that I read last night, and very simply, I think they're called Prometheum. Prometheum is the only legal, legitimate crypto investment firm in America, and it came out of nowhere. It has massive ties to Gary Gensler and the SEC, and what they're doing is they have decided to offer Ethereum as a security. Now, what is worrying is, in law, you have some various different terms for things. So, if it's offered as a security and people buy it as a security, and over a period of time, more and more people trade it as a security, in the eyes of the law, it becomes a security. So it's really worrying. Now, some people could argue that Prometheum are a company that have been allowed to be formed by the SEC to classify assets as a security. So the SEC can turn around and call it a security. That's the worry. Now, they are unfounded comments, but they are comments based on what I have read on X from crypto commentators, from Eleanor Terrett, and lots of other people like that. So it's not just my opinion, it's the opinion of lots of other people's. Now, what this means is, and I've said this before about apples and pears, the Bitcoin ETF was fought for and won. It doesn't mean every ETF that follows is going to be easier. Every single one has to be looked at on its own merits. The Bitcoin ETF is passed. Great. We have a Bitcoin ETF. It's doing exceptionally well. Even though the price corrected, it's doing better than any ETF that's ever been launched in the history of American finance. It's absolutely, and it's breaking in to the top 10 charts of all kinds of different ETFs. The Ethereum ETF, in my opinion, Ethereum is more of a security than Bitcoin. Bitcoin is decentralized. We've talked ad nauseum about this, but there is a head of Ethereum, and that is Vitalik Buterin. And my opinion, moving forward, is that they are going to try and take out the OGs from crypto. We've seen it with CZ. We've seen it with other major exchanges where people have stood down and different people have been put in charge. I would expect Ethereum in the near future, maybe the next 12 to 18 months, to be under investigation by the SEC, and I would expect them to force Vitalik out. And once Vitalik is out and the correct people are in charge in their eyes, not ours, then the Ethereum ETF will be approved. People telling you it's going to happen in May could be right. I don't expect the Ethereum ETF until next year. I think Biden will lose the election. He gave a terrible speech last night. His memory's gone. He's senile. He shouldn't be standing for re-election. And Trump is winning by default. So Trump comes in. As is tradition, the head of the SEC will resign, which is Gary Gensler. Hester Peirce is likely to get the job. She is pro-crypto, but that doesn't mean she's a walkover. And she will still apply rules. She will still apply regulation, but it will be a fairer, level playing field. And at that point, Ethereum could be given the ETF. But that isn't going to be until February or May next year. So I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. Now, the issue with that, the issue with it not being approved in May, is the Ethereum price. And what's worrying me, just let me ban a few more people while we are here. Mimi, you are being banned. Okay. Turn off commenting. You have gone. Cash Crypto, you're going as well. If anybody wants to be an admin to block these people, drop me a message and I will make you an admin, because then it will stop me from interrupting the stream just to ban 7 or 8 people every 5 minutes. So what is wrong with the Ethereum chart? For me, this price is based on Ethereum ETF hype. We're coming up to another line in the sand here, which is 24/7. Again, as I said, I don't draw these charts. They're the charts that have been here for 3 or 4 weeks. This line I drew yesterday, and I said that if Ethereum comes up, it's going to possibly find resistance at where it had support back in the middle of January, beginning to middle of January. And we have come up, we've gone above it, and we're sitting at it right now. Same with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is sitting at resistance. Ethereum sitting at resistance. 2 options. We break down back into the range that we've been in, which is 22, 23. We break down here. Or we're going to have a proper run, which would be nice going into the weekend. We're going to have a proper run, and we break up and we go towards 26.22. And again, I'm not going to tell you which one's going to happen because I don't know. My feeling is that we're going to cool off. We've come such a long way, especially Bitcoin. We're at 42, 43,000 a blink of an eye ago. We've gone up 7 or 8%. I do think we need a cool off. So I do think if we come back down, if we found support at 23.90, that would be amazing. That would be amazing. We could come down. Let me move this along a bit so you can see. If we could do this and find support here and then move up, that would be amazing, because that would form a line of support here. Then if we come up here and we come back down to this line and move up, it forms support here. And remember what we talk about with crypto. We like these steps that are created because they form support. So what I mean is, you come up like this, you come up like a flight of stairs, and okay, you fall down, but look, we fell down to here and now we've moved up. So if we keep doing this, what happens is, if we fall down the stairs, we bounce off all these previous levels, so it stops us falling too far away. That's why I like this pump and crab in Bitcoin, because it and Ethereum and everything else that matter. When you see something shoot up, so let's say that over the next 2 or 3 weeks we get this, okay, and we get to $3,000. If the bull market support band is here and it's just trending up, okay, when the price is at $3,000, where's its support? It hasn't formed any, so it will come down to the next level of previous price action, which would be 2,600. Now that would be a 15% correction, and everyone would go, "Oh my God, Bitcoin's finished, Ethereum's finished." But it's gone too far. It's moved away, and the bull market support band, it's down here. It's miles away. So this stepped approach allows the bull market support band to track, like we've done here. It tracks the price really nicely, and we want this stepped pump and crab, I think we'll call it, because that gives us so many levels of support underneath that if we do fall down like we did here, we didn't fall all the way down because we fell down to here. So we created this lovely level of support. We tried to break out, it faked, it failed, and we came down to this level and we found support. If this hadn't happened, we'd have come down to here. If this hadn't happened, we'd have probably come down to maybe this level here. So it looks for where it has safety. That's the key. So I do like to see prices pump, but then I like to see crabs, because crabbing forms good support, and that's what we need. Now, I am half an hour in, and we have 3 articles to go, so we are bang on time. Let me see, are there any more people that need to be banned from chat? Okay. Oh, there's not too many. It's got a bit better, hasn't it? These spammers. Now, Noyon, you're getting banned. Remember, this is a two-way stream. If you have questions, ask in chat. I am more than happy to answer any questions you've got. But if you're going to come in here, not contribute, and just spam your stupid links, I'm going to ban you. Okay? This is zero tolerance. You can say hello, user F3. Again, you're going to get banned. Eventually, you're going to get kicked off. So Yasinator, you're banned. Keep pasting these links, and I will keep banning you, and you are gone. You will be gone from chat. Now I'm going to drop another box in a minute. Just give me a minute. I want to go through the next article. This is about loyalty tokens. So I've seen this kind of transpire with Solana especially. Now, if you remember, we've had the Jupiter airdrop, the Jito airdrop, the Pyth airdrop. They have been based on previous usage of those dApps. So if you use Jupiter at any point in the past to do your trading, or not trading, but your swaps, you've got an airdrop. You've got the When airdrop if you traded at any point within a 60-day period, I think it was. You've got the When airdrop. We're moving away from that, and we're moving towards loyalty points. Now, I'm going to give you an example of this. And the reason I'm going to give you an example of this is I think it's important to show in real time how these things work. So very briefly, loyalty points are the more you stake or use these products, the more rewards you get. So it's not just a case of I used it once in December last year and I've got $1,000 worth of airdrops. These companies now want you to buy into their project. As it says here, it's the realization that airdrops have not significantly impacted user retention. This is the issue. So loyalty programs have been criticized for lack of clarity. This is also true, but you're exchanging one type of airdrop for another. So Blast has drawn significant interest for offering points to its users, and this is what I'm going to show you now, if it works. So this is my portfolio on Camino Finance. As you can see, I am building up my points here. Now, I've made videos upon videos about Jupiter, Camino Finance, all kinds of things. I have deposited 10 Sol in here, and it's generating me these points. As you can see, I'm ranked 10,000 and whatever it might be. So many points per day, fantastic. What this means, and again, I've made videos about it, I'm not going to go over it ad nauseum. What this means is that every 3 months there will be, let me move that up so you can read it. Every 3 months there will be an airdrop. And those airdrops will happen every quarter. So January to March, April to June, July to September, October to December, airdrops. And you get those tokens, and the longer you're with them, so if you stay in quarter 2, quarter 3, and quarter 4, there will be a multiplier of your points applied. And that way, they keep you for an entire year, and probably into next year as well, but they'll keep you for an entire year tied in. But of course, you get more than this. You know, if you go to the portfolio, you'll see that I've got the MSOL staked here. You'll see that it pays 9.3%. But so I'm earning Solana on my multiply. I'm earning points from Camino Finance, and I'm earning MSOL rewards from the Elson program. So it's like 3 different separate rewards in one place. And that is what this loyalty scheme is all about. Celestia has pumped out of nowhere because of the number of airdrops. I've made a say video, which I've put up here. And again, going back to the chat before who said, how do I make $10 a day? It's going to take me some time to load up. YouTube always goes slowly when I am streaming. So if we scroll down to videos, along here, I have made a video on Say. There we go. The Say airdrop video. Now, what I've done with that is there are 40 odd different airdrops going on Say at this moment in time. One of the reasons for the pump. I cannot cover that in a video. There's too many. So I've picked out one or two. And if you want to get free money, go to the Say blockchain, get yourself a wallet, do some of the reward schemes that they want, and then go and claim those drops. That's how you get in at the beginning and you get these rewards. So go and check out that Say video. It's a good introduction. It shows you where to get a wallet from. It talks a lot about there are platforms out there that show you the different projects you can claim rewards from. Go and check it all out, because that's how you get free money at this moment in time. And the loyalty scheme, which is what the article is talking about, is a stickier way of keeping you on the platform. It's all well and good you knowing, if I say to you, listen, go and carry out a $20 transaction on Jupiter and you'll get a $500 airdrop, then it's a no-brainer. If I say to you, you've got to go and do one transaction a week for the next 50 weeks to get a $500 airdrop, there will be less people doing that, which means the ones that do it will get a bigger reward. So it's more now about keeping you attached to Jupiter, attached to the Say blockchain, attached to the Celestia blockchain. That's what they're now doing. And of course, we don't know how many or how much the airdrop is going to be worth from Camino Finance, because they've not told you. That's the reason. Once we see it at the end of Q1, how much we're going to get, then we're going to know whether it's worth doing or not. But it's important to understand that. Now, the next one I'm going to whiz through. I've got about 20 minutes left to get through this. Let's have a look. So I hope that you understand. Is SHIB ever going to make sense? Well, if you go and look at the SHIB ecosystem, it makes perfect sense. It's the only meme coin in existence that has its own ecosystem. Dogecoin doesn't have an ecosystem. Pepe doesn't. Bonk doesn't. It's the only valid meme coin out there. And we drop those tokens because it's easy for us to drop. We can manage the numbers. We know how many numbers, how many SHIB we're dropping. We're not going to start dropping Bitcoin. We keep being asked for it. But I'm not going to drop 0.00001 Bitcoin midstream because it makes no sense to me. So let's wait for this to load up. The Binance launch pool adds Pixel, a Ronin-based social Web3 game. Now, I've gone to look at this, and I'm going to be brutally honest with you. I don't like these kinds of games. So when I get my launch pool airdrop of Pixel, I am going to sell it. And that's my honest opinion. If I like the coin, like we've done giveaways in the past, I think we gave away XAI tokens on the stream. We've given away Beam tokens on the stream. And I think they were two of the projects that were airdrops. Pixel, it's not my thing. And, it might be your thing. Great. Go and have a look at it. Go and play it. Go and earn Pixel points, whatever. But it's not my thing. I'm a little bit long in the tooth to be playing Pixel games. So the Binance launch pool has been added. And the Binance launch pool for me is one of the best features of Binance. Jupiter are going to copy it and have their own launch pool, which is going to start next week with Sharkify, one of the tokens. So the launch pool is amazing. I don't know why other exchanges are not copying in Binance or walking in Binance's shoes, because to be perfectly honest, it's amazing. You deposit your BNB, so it gives you a reason to hold your BNB, and you get these airdrops of tokens that you can hold on to or sell, depending on whether you like the project or not. A lot of the projects they've done airdrops for in the last few months have done exceptionally well. So for me, there will be 5 billion Pixel in total, and they are giving away 7% of the total supply on Binance. So 350 million tokens are going to be given away. Pretty decent. You must stake BNB or the FDUSD, but I think if you stake BNB, you get a higher percentage of the rewards than just staking your USD. So this is the airdrop. As far as I'm aware, it's going on for the next 10 days, I think. Somebody said. I started using Camino yesterday to generate points. I think the key with Camino is it doesn't matter whether you put $10 in or $20 in just to start it off. You'll be eligible for an airdrop, and that's the thing. You know, it's all well and good. I've got $1,000 in there, and I'm not even in the top 10,000. There are people in there that are going to have millions, but you have to remember they're running their race, you're running your race. If you only have $10 or $100 or $1,000, you're still going to get hopefully a pro rata airdrop. So you might get $3 worth of points, you might get $30. We don't know yet. Anyway, Pixels, this is the game. Explore a new type of gameplay. Now, I played Bubble Bobble in 1986, and the graphics don't appear to have come anyway in the 38 years since. You can play for free. You scroll down. It looks absolutely hideous. I'm not a fan of these kinds of graphics. Brogan is probably more than likely going to be a bigger fan of this project than I am. You've got land. Something else. You can play with friends, which is a nice feature. I have looked at the team, by the way, and I'm not knocking the team, and I'm not knocking the game. The team, they're all doxed, they're all there, they're all real people. I've looked some of these up. I looked up Luke, I looked up Gar, and I looked up... Who's the chap I looked up? Heidi. Okay. So I've looked up 3 of the team. They all exist. It's a project. It's not a poll. They need to fix the links because the links don't work. You can't click on their Twitter feed from here, which is good. So I went to find it myself, which is this. So it's a legitimate project. It's probably going to do fairly well. It's not my cup of tea. And that's what I want to make very clear. There are things that I show you on a daily basis that you're not going to like. Fine. I'm going to show you things that I don't like at the same time. It doesn't mean I'm fading Pixels or I don't think it's going to be a success. It's not my cup of tea. I'm going to make a video about... I didn't make it yesterday because of the drilling, but I'm going to make a video. I've held 3 AI tokens all of last year, and I've sold one of them at the start of this year, and I try and be as transparent as possible. So I'm going to tell you which one of those 3 tokens I sold in a video, because if I tell you I'm going to buy something, it's my responsibility to tell you when I sell something as well. The same thing applies if Bitcoin does get towards $150,000 or $200,000 in the bull run. I am going to be screaming at you guys to sell, not financial advice, because you need to be taking profits and you need to make sure you're not the last one holding the bag when the price finally comes down. So Pixels is on Twitter. It's worth going to have a look. I think it's just Pixels_online. You can go there, you can check them out. They're on the launch pool. It's got the Binance link for farming. I don't know how long it's open. Oh, 10 days it's open for. I don't know when it started. Maybe it started yesterday. It's going to run through 10 days from now would be the 19th of February. Go and check them out and go and maybe play the game. Now, one game I do want to bring up to your attention is Shrapnel. Now, Shrapnel, I believe, if I just check, is on Gala Games. And Shrapnel is giving out $100,000 in crypto for playing this week. Here is how to earn. So the Avalanche-based first-person shooter Shrapnel is hosting its first event starting today with a huge bounty of crypto on the other side. There we go. It's a first-person shooter. We've reviewed this game for the first time probably, I'm trying to think, over, I'd say about 16 months ago, 17 months ago. You do need to buy the starter pack, so there is a fee involved, $20. This is how most of these games work. We've covered Big Time. There's a very good review on our channel of Big Time. That is a cracking game. You can play it for free, but you don't earn crypto, or you can buy a starter pack get yourself some kind of diamond that if you have on yourself, you earn big time tokens. That's a good video to watch, especially if you're a lot younger than I am. If you're in your 20s or teens and you want to play games and earn crypto from them, Pixel's a good choice, Shrapnel is a good choice, Big Time is a good choice, but you are going to need $20, $30, $40, $50 to start these games. All of these games are going to have the same kind of thing. Star Atlas, I believe, has a starter pack, which is $25, I think, something like that. So you are going to need some outlay to play some of these games, but if you've got plenty of time on your hands, you are going to be earning that money back. And at the beginning of games is when you can make the most money. That's the key. Gaming tokens are a race to zero in my eyes. You might be earning $100 a week in week 1, but by week 20, you're likely to be earning $5 or $10 a week until it finds its bottom, because there needs to be buy pressure on the token. That's the key. There needs to be a buy pressure or a burn pressure on that token. Otherwise, your tokens just become worthless. So my advice is, if you do play these games and you do farm these tokens, sell them immediately. Sell them immediately, convert them to Avalanche, AVAX. Don't keep them in the native token, because each week that goes by, you're likely to lose 5 or 10%. And there'll be people out there that argue with me. I've played WoW for 20 years. Every single release of WoW is the same thing. It's a race to zero. The prices is a race to zero, because you flood the games with these tokens without providing a reason to buy them. And that's the key for all games to understand, is they've got to find a way to suck the liquidity out of the market. Because the more tokens that are listed, the more people that play it, it becomes a victim of its own success. So go and check out Shrapnel. It will give out crypto rewards to the top 1,000 finishers in a leaderboard competition determined by placement at the end of the event. It will be online from 4 PM to midnight on Thursday, Friday and Saturday. So there you go. That's how you can play. There is a video there. The first place finisher will get $10,000 worth of Shrap. The runners will get $5,000 and we'll get $2,500. What I would say to you, if you did win, just sell the token. Don't hold it. Don't hold it, because that $10,000 could be worth $2,000 in a very short space of time. So that is the news. Like I said, we started 5 minutes early today because I need to be out of here and in the office for a call in about 45 minutes, 50 minutes time. So we're going to do a little bit of a quiz, and then I am going to run out of the house to the office. And tomorrow we are back in the studio with the man, the myth, the legend, the Oracle Brogan will be with me in the office tomorrow. There we go. Right. Let's have a look at where we are. Binance Square, you are being banned. Okay, let's get going with some quiz questions. Remember, if you are new here, I should probably do a little bit of promotion. We don't really do it enough on this channel. If you are new here, we are trying to get to 100,000 followers. In the bottom left-hand corner, you will see we're at just under 93,000. We would be really appreciative, and we might do a big giveaway at 100,000. By my estimates, we should hit it, I'd like to say by the end of February, but it might go in to the start of March. Either way, to be at 100,000 followers, irrespective of when that happens, is going to be an amazing feat for us. And of course, you guys have played a huge role in that. So, more spam. Just a good man, you are getting banned. The thing is, what you've got to realize is, if you come in here and you spam messages, you are not going to be able to take part in the quiz, because I'm going to stop you from commenting. So if you do come in and you do type a load of rubbish, you are not going to be able to play the quiz. So just a good man, you won't be able to play the quiz. Please leave. Don't want to see you again. Anyway, so go and check us out on Crypto Warehouse. We are just under 3,500 subscribers, which is ticking up. But as you can see, we make a lot of videos. In fact, I made one an hour ago. This is for our members only section. I did my Bitcoin thoughts. I've done February picks for them. I did OG member prizes, which was a vote. an airdrop strategy. I make lots of videos for members only, as well as making videos for everybody else. So make sure to check that out when you can. Now, let's get back to the charts and let's get back to the quiz. Right, first question, and remember, all the questions are either easy or repeated or whatever. You're not gonna get rich by getting these questions right. So if you're expecting me to give you $5 for getting a question right about the Bitcoin halving, you've got another thing coming, and maybe you want to watch one of the other AFK streamers that are out there. So let's start with this question. Remember, you need to type the answer as I have given it you in the question. So when is the Bitcoin halving? Is it in April or is it in June? You get 60 seconds to answer. It's plenty of time. While you are waiting, you know what to do. Give us a follow, smash the like button, go and subscribe to us on YouTube. We are everywhere. We have our own Telegram group with loads of amazing OGs in there. We have a YouTube channel. We are on X. We are on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it. And we are as active as we can be within the timescales that we have. There's only 2 of us at the moment. There's Brogan, who does TA and technical stuff, and there's myself. There's only 2 of us. Eventually, we expect to grow the team, but for now, we do as best we can. When is the Bitcoin halving then? Is it April or June? Remember, you have to type it as I have put it in. If I have typed a capital A or a capital J, you need to do the same thing. Don't type it in lowercase. Fair old number of people getting this right today. Fair old number of people getting this right. Gianni, thank you for popping in to the stream. Joseph, good morning. I've missed all of these people. The quiz question today, by the way, is can we hold $46,000 today? And 100% of people have said yes. So there you go. We're going to hold 46,000. So says the internet. 47 of you got that question right, which is pretty amazing for the first question of the day. Giannis, congratulations. War Master C is here. Good morning. Fran, not seen you for a while. Who else is here? Oleg, Salah, Hitchem, congratulations. Eagle Wings, well done. Plenty of people getting that right. Sui is here. Congratulations, Sui, for getting that one right. Now, next question. Remember, these are easy. But remember as well, if you spam my chat with your silly messages, I am going to ban you. So 6B, you have been banned. Eventually, you are going to stop coming in here because it will be a waste of your time. And believe you me, spending 2 seconds banning you is worth it to stop you from getting away with your silly messages. Right, next question. Okay, so Pixel, which we've just looked at, literally just looked at it. Is that a game or is that a meme token? Just type game or meme into chat and you're a winner. And all I'll say is I am so glad that the drilling has stopped. It's not, nobody's drilled all stream next door. It's been amazing. I was expecting this to be a kind of war between drilling and me speaking loudly. So the Pixel airdrop, which is on Binance on the launch pool, is it a game or is it a meme? Just drop your answer into chat. Most of you, I imagine, will get this one right. I mean, like I say, go and check it out. I'm not knocking the game. The game could be very, very good, but it's just not my cup of tea. I don't know what my cup of tea would be, to be honest. but it certainly wouldn't be a pixel game. 36 of you are right so far. Remember, while you're waiting, because most of you will have got this right, smash the like button, make sure to follow us. All of these things are free. Doesn't cost you anything. Remember, we don't get paid by Binance to do these streams. We do it to build our community, to build our brand, and to provide you with as much information as possible. 48 of you have got that one right. Congratulations. Oleg again. Debs. Baba. Kishan. Good morning. Tulis. Eagle Wings. We did have a giveaway on Wednesday, and I think I've paid 9 out of the 10 winners. There's still one chap who I haven't managed to pay, and I don't know how to get hold of him either. But we do giveaways on the channel as well, so make sure to check out our streams, which are in the calendar. We've got one tomorrow at 11 o'clock. So make sure to tune in at 11 tomorrow. What are you going to do on a Saturday morning? There's nothing to do on a Saturday morning. You might as well watch me and the boy talk about crypto. Remember, we're live tomorrow from the office, so we will have cameras. We'll be in the studio. We will have energy drinks or tea or whatever it might be. We will be on fire tomorrow. Next question then. I'm going to ask you a question about okay. 1 minute. Now, this you might not know. But remember, you need to type it as I've put it in the question. So Gary Gensler, the chap who looks like that bloke who runs the nuclear power station from The Simpsons. Gary Gensler, does he work for the SEC or does he work for the FBI? All you need to do is type SEC or FBI in uppercase into chat and you will win. This is the wrong Bitcoin chart, by the way. This is not the one that has my line in it. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Look at how close we are to that line there. I couldn't have drawn that any closer. Let's make it a bit smaller. There we go. So Gary Gensler then, does he work for the SEC or does he work for the FBI? Where do you think Gary Gensler works? And this will be the last question. Kishan, good morning. Mohammed, yes, it's a game. You are correct on that. Gary Gensler does indeed work for the SEC. Now, I am going to have to do a runner. I've been streaming now for 58 minutes. I've had to go live a little bit earlier today. I went live at 10:55 because I have to get out of here and to the office and set up for a very important call. So thank you, everybody, for participating. I am going to drop a box for 5 minutes. Thank you to Kishan. Thank you to Fran. Thank you for War Master C. Thank you to Mohammed and Mags and all the OGs that are here. I've probably missed out half the names, and people who have missed out will not be very happy with me, but I'm very sorry about that. Thank you for coming. It's actually nice to be able to see people's chat as well. MK Storm is here. It is, of course, the SEC, MK Storm. You are correct. Now, I'm going to go. Thank you, Spartan. Let me drop a comment to win. I'm going to drop it for 5 minutes because I really have to run out and do this. So, one last thing is the housekeeping. And the housekeeping is just something you say at the end of the stream. We are back tomorrow at 11 o'clock. Please go to the calendar on Binance and add a reminder to be reminded that we're going live. Make sure you follow us. Make sure you follow us. We are currently at, just on Binance alone, 86,500 followers. It's gone up a lot today. So we are closing in. We've also got to add 5,900 followers to that. So we're almost at 100,000. So make sure to follow us. Make sure to hit the like button. Make sure to go and check out our YouTube channel. The link is down below. And give us a follow over there as well. We'd love to get to 3,500 followers, then 5,000, then 10,000. But these things all take time. So big love to you all. Thank you very much. I have to rush. I will speak to you all in the morning from the office with the legend, Brogan. See you soon.